Welcome friends, welcome back to Cocktails After Dark. Today we're going to do a cocktail out of this tiny little cocktail book called Sloppy Joe's Bar, Season 1933. And Sloppy Joe's Bar was in Havana, Cuba. And every season they put out one of these tiny little books. And they weren't for sale, it was a souvenir that they gave you if you were a patron of their bar. And so 1933, that's at the end of American Prohibition, but it's in the middle of the Depression. And so those people who had money, but maybe not enough money to go to Paris, went to Cuba and spent some time drinking and partying and gambling because Cuba was crazy at that time. So we're going to do something called the Sloppy Joe from the Sloppy Joe's Bar, and we start out with some pineapple juice. So we start out with pineapple juice, and I'm making 2 cocktails today, so we're going to double this up. And then he says Martell Cognac, which is one of the few brands that he lists off. I just have regular old cognac here. And then port wine. And then a few drops of Curacao. That's maybe more than a few. And the same of Grenadine. Okay. Ice this down. Now, it says to pour into a tall glass, and the picture shows something like this, like a champagne flute. So, we're going to give that a go. Almost. Sloppy Joe.
Hello, Glenn. Hello, friends.
Hey, Jules. So,
what have we got?
1933 from Sloppy Joe's Bar in Havana.
Okay.
Not there anymore.
Many things from 1933 are
not there anymore.
The sketch in the front is quite fun, though.
Yeah, it's yeah, it certainly shows a very lively bar, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, everyone's dressed up.
Yeah.
Dresses, suits, hats, of course.
Lots of hats. So many hats.
Although this one looks like a police officer.
Yes. And there's a cat.
And a child.
And a child, yes. Of course, every bar needs a child. So, this is, I don't know if it's the signature drink from Sloppy Joe's Bar, but it is called the Sloppy Joe. So,
in that case,
let's give it a go. Oh, these don't ting.
No, apparently no.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a bit bitter. It is a bitter beverage.
It's not,
considering it's got pineapple juice and grenadine in it, it's not.
Yeah, and
the sweet isn't really there.
And the Cointreau should add some sweetness too.
Yeah, but no.
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 And it's not. I don't know. Okay, so maybe bitter. I don't know that I find it bitter, or I wouldn't use moldy. You know when you have moldy bread? Have you ever had moldy bread or a piece of moldy cheese?
I don't know about that.
I don't know what's going on there. That's not something that I would come back for. And here we go again.
No.
Each and every one of those ingredients I like on their own. I like cognac on its own. I like port on its own. I like pineapple juice on its own.
But for you, they're not meant to go together.
They don't go together at all. No. Mm-hmm. So yet another cognac or brandy cocktail that just doesn't work for me.
But that's the best part. You just try a whole bunch of different things and you say, you know what, that doesn't work for me, and you just don't have it again.
And so in this cocktail book, and so when you look online, there's several resources online where you can find scans of these cocktail books. They make this one look like it's a magazine size.
That's because they want you to see the great
pictures
sketch in the front there.
But there are several brandy and pineapple recipes in this book.
The pineapple would make sense.
Yeah. So very interesting book, and we're going to come back to this one because there's some very early cocktails in here that we would now think of as standards that are slightly different.
Of course they
are. In this time frame. So I'm going to say the Sloppy Joe, not for me.
I'll agree.
Thanks for stopping by. See you again soon.